Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to, what is this, round 9? Something like that? Okay. Round 9, Austrian Grand Prix. Let's hope we can actually do something great today. We got some newcomers, so some first-time racers. Last time out we had Sven Zerner coming in. Now he's been promoted to, I think, a full-time seat now in the Renault, as well as Brendan Lee, who has missed the last couple of races, but he did do his debut at Monaco with a race win. And then we also have this guy right here in the Haas as a reserve driver for Merrick today. Core Isaac, otherwise known as Isaac Price, who was one of the, I think the final 6, was it the final 6 or the final 8 in the World's Fastest Gamer competition. So no pressure at all, absolutely none. So a couple of things to announce. We did sign ACR Temp. His name is Tino. So big welcome to him to the team. He's obviously the championship leader at the moment, driving the Toro Rosso. And also to ACR Failer, who is in the Sauber. So welcome both of them to the team. It should be, yeah, we've done a lot of work in preparation for this race. I don't know if we are going to have the absolute tip-top pace. There's so many competitive guys in this series now, it's kind of ridiculous. But qualifying is going to be what matters the most, and then obviously if you throw in the decently high chance of rain that we have around here, there's a very good chance we could see some precipitation and added drama, I'm sure, will ensue. What I will say, though, before going into this race, is that this qualifying session could potentially be one of the most dramatically close qualifying sessions that AOR or any league has ever seen. I think some of the top guys are probably going to just be maybe a few tenths faster than me. I'm hoping to get like a mid 105 in. But we'll just have to see how it goes. Yeah, there's going to be a huge group of guys. I think somewhere between like a 105.2 to like a 105.6. Hopefully, we can be towards the front end of that range of that pack instead of at the back of that group. However, and this is kind of another caveat, I don't think it's such a bad idea to not qualify in the top 10 here. Because the Ultra Soft tire is not really an ideal race tire around this circuit. Obviously, if both sessions are dry, then the top 10 are forced to use it if they qualify on that tire. But we could end up seeing a little bit of strategy variance there. So yeah, but this is going to be possibly one of the most hectic, one of the most chaotic races ever. Hopefully, everybody will keep it somewhat clean. Probably going to be some dive bombs, probably going to be a lot of defensive driving, probably aggressive defensive driving. So probably going to be crazy, no doubt. If it does rain in the race, I'm sure that there'll be a bit of a field spread. But yeah, this is definitely, I'm anticipating this race a lot over the last week. But I just really hope everybody manages to keep it clean here today. So it looks like we're waiting on, maybe we're waiting on one driver. Don't know exactly who that is. Got both McLarens, both Renaults, both Saubers, both Haas's, both Williams. Do we have both Ferraris? Yeah. Both Force Indias. Oh, so it's actually Jarl in the Mercedes. That is not here. Yeah, looks like a few more guys are readying up. Fizzy is readied up. Whew. Yeah, I don't know if Jarl is just falling asleep again. There wasn't, I don't know, I heard something that he might have fallen asleep during the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which is the reason why he missed one of the races, I think, at Canada. Or missed joining before qualifying. Which I definitely don't blame him at all for that. But yeah, if he can manage to rejoin in qualifying again, then we could have a full grid here today. Alright, so just balanced tire strategy. May as well. And if we have a dry qualifying, I'm going to have to load the setup and get straight out on track as fast as I can. Want to be able to try to get 3 one-lap runs here. Mr. Roberto Rosario, thank you for showing up, Mr. Packus. I appreciate it, man. So we got some crazy WFG esports guys, even more absolutely crazy competition. So the field is going to be so close. Going to be hectic, going to be dramatic, hopefully not controversial. But normally AOR and controversy, those kind of go hand in hand, don't they? And we're all waiting on Mr. Brendan Lee. Alright, so we have a dry qualifying session, which is going to be insane. Time's going to be so close. Just going to go through the setup real quick, just so if anybody that wants it can see it. Go back through it later. We have like a minute to spare to be able to do 3 runs, so I'm going to just check the weather for the race. So it's a dry race as well. Alright. I'll go ahead and call it right now. I'm serious. Anybody listening, this is going to be one of the most chaotic, dramatic, train fest, ridiculous Grand Prix that you will ever see. Calling it right now. Unless the guys at the front are able to just break enough away. But there's going to be a train, there's going to be a crazy amount of battling going on, no doubt. If you guys want to watch the broadcast point of view as well, head over to Ranger Carrot 1980 over on Twitch. And he is the guy who does all of our broadcasting, along with Hamish Soapwith, co-commentator. So as you can already tell on the track map, it's absolutely ridiculous. The amount of cars out here already trying to do a lap. Alright, so that was pretty much a terrible banker lap. Messed up Sector 2, Sector 3 quite a bit. Just kind of wanted to get a lap time on the board. Like I will say though, if we do qualify somewhere around 10th, it's not going to be the end of the world. I'd preferably like to be 11th. That would give us a free selection of tires for the race. We have a Renault off the circuit there. And a Ferrari off the circuit. I'm assuming that's Ram drop. Alright. So, in terms of a banker lap, not ideal. Was hoping to go a few tenths faster than that, but P9 after the first runs. I think Brendan was even P10, so he didn't get a clean lap in. What's going on, Cryx? Cryzix? Alright, so we'll go back out again. We got 6 minutes left. So should have enough time, as long as we don't get held up too much here on this next run. We got held up a bit on the first one, kind of in preparation. Looks like we're only going to have one car in front of us here. I'm guessing that'll probably be Kalon. Yep. Thank you for letting me by, sir. Want to get ahead of him just so I can sort of close up to this pack here. Alright, better lap there. Not quite as fast as I would have wanted still, though. Yeah, I mean, we got held up a lot there on that first run. I don't even know if we're actually going to have enough time to make it back into the pits and go out for another run before the end. I think we might, but it's going to be so close. So yeah, we're a couple of tenths off where we want to be. Still though, I mean, I'm surprised I'm P7 with that lap time. I figured it would have required a bit more. Figured a 105.7 wouldn't even be in the top 10. But you never know. By the end of the runs here, it still might not be. So that's the reason why we got to try to go back out here and see if we have enough time to do another lap. It's going to be so close. Come on, get those tire blankets on. Yeah, I'm not going to stall right here. I could probably wait a few seconds, but I'll get out on track as soon as I can.
There's 2 minutes remaining. Standing by.
Just in case we need to slow down and kind of Constantina up or whatever right at the end of the lap.
Seconds left in the session.
Don't know if that P5 is actually going to hold. Looks like Brendan is done. So RAM drop is the only other one. He's in the pits. Wow. So there we have it. Max AFC P3. Well done to him. Yeah, that last lap felt pretty good. I mean, I was just made a couple of tiny mistakes here and there that just kind of cost me about a tenth and a half. So, I mean, I could have maybe gotten third or even second, but P5 is still not a bad place to start for this race. Managed to out-qualify Brendan. So I'm sure he's probably not happy with his lap. I wasn't entirely happy with mine either, obviously. I don't even know who we're actually waiting on here. I guess it is actually Max that's sitting in the pits. Probably doesn't realize that it needs to manually retire. But yeah, sort of the really tight pack was a little bit slower than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be right around a 0.5. So I thought with that lap time there, I would have been right in the middle of it. But much to my surprise, I'm actually a little bit further up. So yeah, I think my ultimate pace is like a 0.3 or a 0.4. But still happy with P5, no matter what the lap time was. So Danny on pole by 0.2. Not a big surprise. I know Sven and some of the other guys, I'm sure, could have matched it. But yep, Danny pulling a ridiculous pole time there. Alright, so let's let's hope this race goes somewhat smoothly. It's going to be a lot of defending, a lot of craziness, I think, on the first lap, but it's not going to end there. It's going to be the entire race, just complete insanity. .105, 361.
The whole team are rooting for you. Show them what you can do.
Alright, so we're going to do the kind of crazy thing here and put in all of the fuel so that we can run this entire race in rich. We're going to run, or not the entire race, but almost the entire race. Typical strategy here is going to be 12 laps on the ultras, and then we'll go 24 laps on the softs, and we'll do this one stop, try to pull it off. Hopefully we can get through turn 1 with no damage or any crazy shenanigans. I'm on the outside into turn 1, which is kind of what I prefer. Hopefully can stay there and kind of get a good exit up to turn 2, maybe defend the inside into 2 if I need to. Smutty did ready up pretty early there. Alright, here we go, guys. Alright, I really need Ross to just stay the fuck behind me at this point. Stop doing this. Freaking dive bombing shit. Otherwise, we're just gonna lose the freaking pack here. Or if I keep making those mistakes, we are going to keep losing the pack.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone. last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Alright, so we lost some time to Brendan and Max, but I'm not really too worried about that. Just want to make sure that just want to make sure I can actually get the tires to the end of the race here. Hoping the boys behind are not racing each other too crazily.
access on fuel. Mix 3 is there if you need it. Mix 3. seconds of fuel remaining.
Alright, well I nearly just freaked out on the last couple laps there because none of my buttons would work, my force feedback was going light, and I have no idea what was going on there. I couldn't even... I could barely even feel the car there on the last couple laps. That was bad. I thought I was stuck in engine mode. I think my wheel overheated or something. So I was like losing functionality and losing feedback, but... oh well. P4 it is what it is. I'm guessing that that Temp must have had some kind of damage. I'm kind of surprised his pace was that slow. Yeah, my wheel, something weird was going on at the end there. Just glad I at least held on to 4th. So it seems to be like our traditional number. Well done to Sven. That's his first AOR win. Guess he got that pretty comfortably over Danny. So Temp managed no penalties. I managed no penalties. So Danny had 3 seconds. Gotcha. Overall, though, I mean, not a bad result. We got 3rd and 4th for the team. Wish I could have got past Temp somehow. Just didn't really have the fuel to burn, and really never could get a good enough exit out of that hairpin to have a run at him. So another 4th, another 12 points, and we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, thanks everybody in chat. Thanks Packus. Thanks Mr. Timo, Racing Freaks. All was a little bit chaotic there at the beginning, but in the end, still got a good result. Move forward from qualifying, so yep. Alrighty guys, well I appreciate you tuning in. We got one more race before the Christmas break. Yes, I'm gonna say Christmas. And that will be around Silverstone next Sunday. Should be another pretty cool race. Lots of high-speed corners. One of my favorite tracks. I really like any kind of circuit with high-speed corners. So, just hoping, yeah, we have another clean race there. The field spread actually was a little bit more than I thought it was going to be around that track. I think Sven and Danny though just had a little bit on everybody, and they were pretty dominant today. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off of here and have a debrief with the ACR guys and see how we went race-wise, and yeah, we'll catch you guys next Sunday at Silverstone. Suzuka is my favorite track, so I'm really looking forward to that a little bit later this season. Alright, I'll catch you guys later.